quickly in his first engagement as well, just sizing each other up. The Justice have much more space.
And you can see Moth going for the environmental kill. He's found it. Straight away, the boot goes off the map. That's Decay. All your damage removed. And you're immediately seeing it almost coming to reality here. The Gladiators jumping on their marks, finding the kills they were needing, and building up a tremendous amount of ult charge as well for this next team fight.
Gladiators who are running the Doom, you're not so much of a target there.
And Matrix ready and waiting. They might not even need it. There we go. Gonna be layering it down. It forces out the immortality. I do not know where Mag's going. A bit of a sightseeing tour there of the ball, but we'll see that the shatter comes through, but not enough to try and convert anything. That's Muse still holding on to his ult here. Another one team fight for them. Staying alive, building up the ultimate, starting to get that rotation going.
Moth did die at the end of
the engagement. Muse off around the corner here. Needs the support of his team. Lays down the Earth Shatter. Will not find too many targets. In fact, battered down. The Amp Matrix coming up big there as Bebe uses it to get a bit of supplementary damage and take them out. It's an even fight with the Sim Wall really slowing things down now for the Gladiators, but it continues. Another boop! That's Mirror with the punch. Mag's off the map.
So many environmental Gladiators remain in control. The Justice do have ultimates to be able to turn this around, but how do you pin them down? Especially when Assassin falls that early on. The Gladiators, they all get shattered, but there is still a chance for the Gladiators to turn this, and they will.
Yes, 2 kills off for Mag here, but 100%. No one on the car, no one on the objective, I should say.
To react to their fight, so Gladiators are going to push into you. You need to react and really try and focus down the main tank. Muse has not been playing a perfect game over the course of this stage, but it's just working so well because he's coordinated with the rest of his team. But finding those opportunities to take him down is important.
This team fight is going already. Mag's been pushed off from this high ground though. Can't follow up on his Earth Shatter. As big as it was, still his team is there, ready and waiting. The pin as well, optimistic, but it's all good. Assassin's got it in the bag. Off the back of the Blizzard. Wonderful work from them. Cover to take away a bit of the damage coming their direction. Mirror has his media strike available. The pin across, that's going to connect, but this, okay, the sound barrier saving them. Nice immortality field as well, so everybody's healthy on the Justice. Fury obviously did go down in that fight, but still the Gladiators losing a lot of players, still taking this fight and prolonging and stretching it out. So the Justice are in a very, very solid position right now.
Now they're just giving the Gladiators the point.
Yep, the Shadow is ready and waiting. Muse is holding it though, but that's Mag. Lays it down and he stops his adversary from really advancing. But the point is going to flip over and Mag again going for the charge. He's been going for these so often. A lot of ultimates coming out there. As you can see, the Amp Matrix came through. Lays down the Earth Shadow, does connect onto Mag. They have to invest the immortality field to keep him alive. That's going to be finished though, and now they don't have it to keep Decay alive as the Seismic Slam does the job. Pushing and walking all the way backwards. Assassin, he was kind of judging up and eyeing up whether or not to use that Blizzard to turn the fight, but at the end of the day, the Gladiators are going to make the decision for them. A nice stagger onto Fury as well. It's going to just comes down. Gladiators have got a lot that they can work with. They're taking the fight aggressively. They want to try and take out closer. It forces out the sound barrier. It does connect onto 6 here, and they're going to get the freeze onto Muse. They take him out. A nice team fight, but potentially clutchable. The Gladiators need to try and make it work for them, but it's been flipped. Mirror taken out. Only one player can really touch this one, and it's space straight out of the mech. Going to be sent back to the respawn queue off the back of it as well. And this is going to be a round on the board here for the Washington Justice, showcasing.
Knockouts are on the line as well. The Gladiators must win this round for the Shock to survive just a little bit longer. And that's not a good start for them nor the Gladiators. Mirror hitting the floor early on. But the Gladiators still do have chances at turning this.
Yeah, but they're just going to get the freeze off onto so many members of the Gladiators. The tank line just cannot do anything about that. Just cleaving through all of them. And that's a lovely first team fight win there for the Justice.
Yeah, that sets us.
Just trying to clear up some of the positioning onto the point. That's going to be one used by the Justice. Comes off around the corner as well. Mag being bullied and pressured off around the corner. That's a lovely Blizzard though. Assassin has been holding on to that one for quite some time, but it just locks up the necessary players. And the Gladiators, again, going to be losing this team fight out. The Justice accruing more to go for the shatter there. Of course, the sim wall is in the way. Makes it difficult. You see the sound barrier comes out. Closer wants to keep his team alive. Space is going to fall. That was the self-destruct used as well. Mirror off the back of it. 93% and counting. This is a done deal.
It certainly looks like it. Moth is still going to invest a sound barrier into this one, but how do you turn the fight? With only 3 players left alive, there's no chance. The Justice have played a perfect game here, and they walk away quite firmly in control of Nepal. That first round ended up being a little difficult for them, but these last 2, not a challenge.
And it's looking inevitable here. Moth just trying to keep the overtime going. Space unable to get in that mech. That is the Just.
But with Shu playing the Zen and Skewed on Brick, it is a lot slower. Now, of course, you do have Skewed in, so you do want to be leaning into Brigitte play. But the Gladiators got to find a way to turn the tempo up, and it is not working out right now.
I don't think Muse got booped there. His power driver was blocked by the upper balcony. And yeah, that power driver is really what you're relying on for your initiation to try and take down this backline. Shudo somehow gets the better of Bebe there, but eventually is going to get taken out. Still, it will mean that they just stagger up space here, maybe buying just a couple of crucial seconds for Shu to get back into the action. It's a slight opening.
Expended for the Gladiators.
No recall now for Kevster. That's going to be the EMP connecting. He's got nowhere to go. And despite Mag going down early enough for them, already with the backline gone now, Gladiators really can't sustain into this team fight. Just trying to chase down.
Zoned everybody off from being able to play the objective. Now there's only 20 seconds left.
What
and pressure from Decay forces out the trance. Mirror's already died. This has just been all over the place from the Gladiators.
And Decay's licking his lips, looking for the perfect pulse bomb opportunity. Shu, meanwhile, leading it in with his team. What a pulse bomb right round the side. Probably not going to be able to get the D-Mech. Maybe space so low here. Shu goes down in the end. Fury finds him onto 1 health. Muse still trying to find an opportunity in this fight now as the overtime ticks 2 on the board. Is anybody going to be able to touch this one? Decay. Double blinks, triple blinks right around the corner. They're just trying to trade positioning around to potentially stall this one out, but I don't think they've got the bodies. Better spawners coming in for the Gladiators. They just about... Slowly but surely, the Gladiators working their way in. EMP catches, though. Kevster is susceptible right now. A huge bomb over the top. That's Space and Shu gone. The rally, though, is going to give the Gladiators a bit of health, but already they're just marking their targets. Muse, with the Discord Orb slapped onto him. It's easy pickings for Decay. In fact, he wants a little bit more. Almost goes for the blink melee. Almost takes him out, and he's got the advantage. That
second EMP quicker than Mirror gets his first.
Pulse bomb off onto the side. Decay, how does he get that onto Skewed? I think he only caught it onto the shield. An opportunity for Skewed to try and escape that, but he just failed. Now rolling through them. This is looking...
Mirror! EMP now with his own EMP!
Oh my god.
Is there a bigger Sombra diff play?
Boost is applied. The hack fades away. They're looking to try and make it work. Shield bash onto Kevster. That was almost brutal. Almost died to his own pulse bomb. And Muse is kind of caught, actually. There's the pulse bomb onto 2. Decay working magic across the map. That is definitely going to open things up for them now.
Mag and Decay just working together so beautifully there. Mag laid down his minefield.
So he's trying to bring him out of the stealth. But the Justice, it's a big Bionade actually, connects onto 2. So on the defense here, the Gladiators getting a good win, potentially on the board. I mean, the hack onto Mirror is dangerous. Assassin knows he can pressure him because he's not going to get the support of his team.
Yeah, but this is all fine. From the Justice's point of view here, they've just made a compositional swap. Moved Bebe over to the Ana, Mag to the Winston, and now it's about just generating big ults. The Gladiators are going to try and press this advantage to build up their ult cycle, which is good. So now the Justice have to not only get their own ults, but Shu having used his Nano boost already. The Justice don't have the tools really to secure a big team fight win, even after EMP, and it only catches Mirror.
Only catches onto Mirror. Are they going to even have to bring him down? So difficult for them to do, and that's the Nano boost onto Skewed, swinging away. Of course, he's got all the healing in the world. Stagger onto Fury.
And this is where the momentum shifts in favor of the Gladiators. Assassin's moving over to McCree as well. And
now to try and secure this draw. Mag is, oh my goodness, slept up, stunned up. That's Kevster. I think he got stunned out of the pulse bomb.
He did.
That's going to be hard for them to try and do that. Mag actually getting nanoed as well as he was bionated. He didn't get the healing off the back of it. But now, as I was saying about boredom, I mean, Decay's just taking matters into his own hands now. The pulse bomb kill to set things up. No turret to try and persuade them otherwise. Molten Core across the point, locking up a decent section of it. That's self-destruct into the corner. It pushes them all away.
Body blocked by Mag and Fury and taken out. They've gotten all of this space, but they haven't really been successful in the dive. Oh, there they go, though. How on earth does Decay die there?
That's quite nice, yeah. See, a lovely sleep dart into the Bionade. Not going to get ate up. And that is the Gladiators playing with a bit of that pace, that speed that we were looking for. The comp they're playing, especially with the Ana, it sets them up for so many different win conditions, assuming that the Bionades get hit, and it's
over the Gladiators.
They're going to EMP engage this one. Mirror's gone down. He might not even need it.
It's
Possibly
so
to retake the
sloppy
high ground
from the
control. It is. Gladiators are just kind of really, I don't know. They're trying to hunt down specific targets, but individually.
They're trying to play fast, but it's introducing mistakes to their own play. They do need to slow things down a little bit just to compose themselves and set up properly. They're trying to go with pace like a top team would, but they're making more mistakes than a team like Dallas does. And so they are, and their backline is so tanky. This rally armor is only just disappearing from Bebe and Tuba.
No way.
Oh, look at Decay.
Decay, how does he get away with that? I have no idea how that sleep dart didn't hit, but he finds the kill. Still, the Gladiators with the full sleep dart. Shoot, is he going to go for it? Okay. Didn't have the Bionade, I believe, to try and set up the kill. I potentially think there's a window there, but this is a scrappy fight that's taking place.
Yeah, in the midst of all of this, Mag and Fury have just been trying to ping-pong onto the payload to build up time for Assassin to get this EMP online. And now the EMP wipes the floor with the Gladiators, and they can't do anything there. Ana had only just come back to the fight.
Shambles. Absolutely. Like, I can't get out of spawn, guys. I can't support you as much as you're taking this team fight.
Oh, here we go. Proactivity, actually, from the Justice. Looking to hack Mirror, but they've left the back cap open. The one time, Bren, that the Justice are the attackers, the aggressors.
Deceiving me, I'm not too sure. Either way, Duplicate online. Mirror wants to lead it in. He's trying to build up this bomb. Transcendence is going to be used there. Bebe doesn't want to be feeding any more damage away. He wants to keep his team back into the fight. A nice EMP is finally going to be fading. Yeah, that's not really going to be following up into any kills. I correct myself there, not nice at all. Muse falling very, very low, but has the Bionades.
Yeah, and what do you do here? I mean, the Diva Bomb just on the payload, and this is devastating. That single mistake from the Washington Justice, and the Gladiators have grabbed it with both hands.
And that's Bubble on the point as well, just eating up all the damage as the respawns come in. And Fury is going to be just dodging and juking, but he can't be healed. It's actually Kevster who's just making sure that Bebe is just locked in spawn, unable to heal him when he's coming out. So that is obviously going to have to just shake off that Discord orb for a moment, but it matters not. That's Assassin in the back getting that kill.
And look how much his EMP is charged up already. The hack onto the Diva turns space into an ult battery, and Assassin's got an EMP online within 50 seconds, 55.
Unbelievable. Yeah, just really astounding Sombra play coming out from Assassin here. It's going to be the kill delayed onto space. 5.5. Yeah, and it really does deny them a lot of positioning to try and engage. I think Boo back down. That's going to be the EMP setup. Muse has taken out the pulse bomb from Decay as Kevster also returns with one, but I don't think it's going to matter for much. Trying to go for these default hacks again, but the Justice are the ones who are winning this out. He actually did spot Kevster in the back here. Is he going to be able to get the follow-up? Yes, Decay is there to help him out. Bebe did pay for it with his life, but this can't move forward. They're slowly trying to take map control back from them. And Kevster with this pulse bomb in hand might be looking for a golden opportunity here.
This would
found his mark. That's a lovely stick, and they combo it up. As this was happening, though, Mirror is going to go down to Assassin. Assassin's still alive, trying to build up, I believe. This EMP is still going on, and the fight has been split across all over the map. Right now, Kevster just trying to dodge and juke and avoid. He gets the beat down. Assassin, he knew where to try.
Reaching the end of the duplicate. But they haven't really found that big pick that they need.
EMP from Assassin. They're going to use it to try and punish the aggression now from the Gladiators. They led in with the nano boost, and Muse built up the Primal Rage, had to use it immediately. But not going to be getting too much done with it. Still, Mag goes down, which is going to be spelling disaster for them, especially as they're staggering out the rest of these kills. The Gladiators, they sense blood in the water, and they're going to be diving straight onto it. Moved over to the Ash, actually, holding onto the high ground. Decay with a pulse bomb, goes for the beatdown. Oh, not even able to use it! The sleep from Shu! What a heroic play. That is incredible. But still no one is dealing with the Ash on the high ground. Assassin still coming up with the clutch pickoffs. The overtime now kicking off, and Muse has fallen once more. Nanoboost is online and potentially ready and waiting. He's going to be offloading it onto Mirror. Mirror has to try and clutch this one. Now they're putting and investing everything into him to try and make it work. Self-destruct up into the air. Fury wants to push them all away, but that's a spoof bomb into the close quarters. Decay, he's found his target, and now he's looking for more. Muse with the Discord Orb on top of him. He is probably not going to be long for this world. The heals come through, but not enough recall to dodge that self-destruct. Just about getting it away, out of the way of that remech as well, so he avoided the brunt of that damage. Gladiators just chucking and tossing bodies at the objective to try and stall it out, but not enough. Muse already fallen down very, very low. In fact, they've got the damage to follow it up. Self-destruct now from spaces. Oh, actually, not even space. That's Mirror, I believe, onto the duplicate there to try and force them away. But still, how do you stop Decay when he's just getting away with this?
It's impossible. Again, Muse dies first, and the Gladiators can't convert on the team fight.
Dream, he's got to find just one target for it. Comes in straight away, lays it down. This card is moving forwards. They're going to be able to get the overtime going at least, but the shots are hitting true. And at the end of the day, a 53-second difference there. And an opportunity. Ultimates in that 1 minute that they had.
They're touching the point pretty well through.
They are, but look at this. The pressure onto Bebe. They know that he's just not going to be able to get with the rest of his team. Pulse bomb as well. That's Kevster finding that. Easy does it. The old 1-2. The backline taken out. EMP connects onto 5. Do not tell me Decay is about to turn this one when I have already just sold defeat. No, they're not going to be able to touch the point in time. So Kevster already up onto the high ground here, looking for a target. The backline so susceptible, almost going down, but now they've just coordinated it. Bebe has fallen. Chuba's next. That's going to be no more heals.
Really important pickoffs. Fury being demeched early on is almost as good as being able to take out Decay right at the beginning of the prior team fight. And that's it. The Gladiators with a pretty...
Provides you more damage mitigation, but a bit more damage maybe as well if you get in the right position for it. That is the bubble to cleanse off that Bionade, which is quite nice. Mag can take the fight up close and personal with them. The leap in! Oh, that's done so much damage to them. Muse has fallen.
Yep, massive. Oh, and another Bionade as well, actually. The counter Bionade coming out from Shu, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to be enough. The Washington Justice have quite firmly and positively taken control of that.
They're going to try and disrupt this. Oh, that's a beautiful sleep dart, but there we go. The D-Mech onto space. Now the Nanoboost comes through. Muse, anti-nade on him, I believe, or the Bionade comes through. Yep, so he can't be healed currently, and that is going to be opening things up for Jerry to just take him out. Can't. Any pressure? Anybody going to try? I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's probably going to be looking like a capture. No, not quite. Potentially a bit of a mistake coming out here, as I think it was Decay who walked away from the cart.
Weird situation going on there. You felt like this was primal. Now it's worn off. And the Gladiators are all falling weak. Kevster slept as well. So both teams...
No way.
Oh, the bomb right next to the sleeping Winston. The bubble is so good, though. And
that
Fury.
Is so nice. That could have been a disaster for them. The way that the Gladiators set up that play, it was pretty quick on their feet, I think, with it as well. Just the knowledge that they were like, okay, if we're eating up that Bionade, now has the South Barrier to try and purge it off and away. Nanoboost. Oh my goodness, Muse just about dodging this one, but he's done so much work already.
Yeah, this is a terrible, terrible area for the Washington Justice to be fighting in. The backline and Jerry all just getting turned to mincemeat, pummeled there, tenderized like a piece of steak beneath the mighty fists of Muse. And as Mag tries to respond, it just simply isn't going to be. It really is, and he's been able to push them away without using it. There's 20 seconds left. The Verdant has that EMP. Jerry miles away. EMP does land.
4 players connected. The Gladiators in prime position now to just push them off and away. Jerry going to get bubbled up, but only 50% towards his EMP, and Kevster is just tearing through them. Rally for it, but now he's got no recall. Forced back. He doesn't have too much opportunities to do so, but now we see the Primal Rage coming through. Space killed as he's trying to remake. Decay might just be doing this. Setting up for them. Kevster, though, trying to turn it with the Pulse Bomb. Decay hacked up, not going to be using this bomb anytime soon. In fact, being battered into the corner, and nobody is going to be able to touch. Muse.
Yeah, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. That is a ridiculous first pick to get. Shu has fallen, though, as skewed path through. They both got Bionaded, but the Gladiators' aggression is just going to be able to follow up on all of this. The Gladiators don't have their backline in a great position, sure, but neither do the Justice. They're sent back to the spawn queue. We're going to see another fairly...
Decay. Again, just pressuring. That's a lovely coordinated attempt. Yeah, and that's set up magically. High ground still being contested here, but Skewed is going to be falling. And now they can put their focus onto the people who are on the cart. It's going to be Muse taken out. And yeah, the Justice can now start to rotate a couple of these ultimates. They're still in control of the high ground. And
very near with his nano as well. That's a great hack. If Shu had his nano boost available, that could have been the timing for the Gladiators to go in, and they still find a pick on Mac.
Yeah, that's Mac going down. Jerry with the Deadeye action to try and push the positioning away. Postbomb into the corner. The shield's just about blocking that one, but they already are going to coordinate it. As that needs a kill onto Fury. The card. But they need to fight over this shuttle. They need control of it, otherwise this card is just going to be a free raid.
What a flash!
Bang! That is immense from Jerry. And it's now going to be coordinated as Mag is using that Primal Rage to force the positioning into more favorable areas. Already the sleep onto Fury though takes him out, but still, the plays have been made. Mag goes down, Jerry needs to follow up with something. Flashbang to catch him off onto the side. Nano boost onto Jerry as well with the high noon into the corner. He only gets Muse, but the kills are already going their way. Is anyone going to be able to touch this? Decay onto the point. The Remekers Space almost just tried to style on them, but nobody can.
Now, as the Justice go to the point though, the Gladiators are going to be able to take all of this space for their dive to be able to work.
Yes, and that's the Justice. Getting Skewed actually off the rotation here. Still trying to play the point, obviously. It's flipping over for them. Fury has to just dive forwards to prevent himself from being hacked, but in them doing so, pop the micro missiles, gives up enough damage that they're able to just really clean up the rest of this fight and get those stragglers.
Such dangerous positioning there from the back. So now Justice are massively in control, starting to build up their ult cycling as well. This is rough for the Gladiators.
Nano boost by Mag, just to really cement this lead. And it has forced the positioning about. Assassin goes down to Shu. I imagine Assassin was trying to make some sort of play happen there. Bebe falling. No more heals now for the Justice. It does force Closer to use that rally just to keep them alive and give them the healing they need. What are they trying to be set up? I mean, Birdwing, I don't think anybody was in position to follow up on the EMP in the first place. And now we see the Justice. Assassin letting his one loose. That's going to be the tanks that are crowd controlled up onto the point. The remake onto Fury around the corner. Bebe again goes down, but Shu is in trouble on 1 health. Eventually is going to fall here. Still an even fight. The Gladiators going the distance in this one. This team fight needs to go their way because it's already 95% and counting.
Slow so far.
And Assassin just relocated back. Birdwing goes down to Fury though. I don't know how that kill was found. Birdwing had the EMP, maybe he was trying to find it, maybe got decloaked and didn't want to commit out of the fight. That's going to be the Primal. And the switch up there onto the point. Nice little whip shot to force him away, but it just gives Mag the slight boost he needs to get back to his team to try and peel away, battering them around. Space will just about get the touch onto the overtime. Now going to be ticking. Now it's Birdwing's turn, has the EMP. Be uncloaked just to get that overtime burning again, but now the neutral hack onto Muse. EMP follows up, connects onto a lot of targets. Is anybody going to be able to get these kills going? Now the Transcendence. But it is the Gladiators just having to invest ults to even stand a chance of getting back into this, and they're pushed away from the point. Around now on the board here for the Washington Justice. And they are just trading blows right now, just trying to build up these ults. Almost gone for the neutral hack, I think. Yep, got it off onto Assassin. Assassin couldn't quite cancel that one out. Either didn't have the translocate to try and get out of there, or just didn't react in time. And it's set up a lovely little neutral fight here for the Gladiators. They're going to eat up as many of these kills as possible, build up these ultimates now, and hold some great positioning. The chip damage that they have been eventually doing, and it's a wonderful opening for them. Will this be the statistical anomaly? Will this be the team fight that the Gladiators win? Potentially. Bebe goes down to the pulse bomb.
It certainly looks like it, doesn't it? The Gladiators doing so much damage. Fury pressured away. Assassin falling as well to Kevster, who was just trying to mark his positions all over the place. What a time to defy the odds, Bren. You lose your...
Overtime will burn as a couple of players on Justice are just tossing the bodies towards it. Kevster goes down from afar. That was Bebe actually just firing in the shot. Stunned! DMP cancelled! Assassin's not going to get it off. That could have been critical for turning it. Still the overtime goes. The Justice are not giving up just yet, not in the slightest. But with another final whip shot, they're not going to get the opportunity. Over here, boot from Closer as well to try and push them off of the high ground. The point is unlocked. They just need to get a couple more kills.
And I love this. The Justice turning things into, taking the fights into their own hands. Obviously, that's what you have to do if you're playing the Lucio Ryan rush into a poke composition. You have to be the aggressors. And again, that has been an area where the Justice have struggled in the past. If they're playing a comp where they have to be the initiate. But I think that's a pretty big mistake from the Justice. That they should be at 60% and counting right now, but Fury didn't go back and contest. I think it's his job, really, to do that. And now the EMP comes out.
Oh, that's a massive EMP, and it just layers so beautifully into that pulse bomb. Kevster obviously now cleaning up any players who are low, chasing them down, and yeah, could probably had here the mines as well, off onto the side, but already look at this speed, the way they're taking this team fight. So many ultimates being expended all over the bloody shop. Murdering taken out by the self-destruct. Mag ready and waiting, just trying to swing away at any targets onto the point, but a nice initiation from the Justice.
Namaste.
Yeah, a very good initiation. They use their ults, or they can try and take the fight to the Gladiators. That's what's been most successful so far, and they're already there. The speed boost flank.
Yeah, they split up actually, 3-3 with the teleporter to try and find that in space. He uses the flux to try and turn the fight, but it's too little too late. The beatdown of Assassin, the grass can't help you there.
The Gladiators are barely being able to touch this objective. Birdring's still a long way from the EMP. What could even turn this?
Yeah, the TP onto the high ground. They just caught Shu unaware. And now with the Blizzard onto the point, all locked up. The Amp Matrix as well. Kevster needs to just absolutely go mental for them to try and turn this one. The overtime is eventually going to start ticking, and they're doing a good job of trading it back and forth. But with Birdring's EMP, is there going to be any follow-up? The answer is no. The Justice walking away with a win here. It went the distance. You can see how much it means to all of them. They are on their feet, and they're going to deny that reverse sweep away from the Gladiators.
Big denial.